Chapter 4. Brunelleschi rediscovers linear perspective. Florence, around 1415. Filippo Brunelleschi was staring at a problem. For centuries, European artists had painted people, buildings, and landscapes, but creating a convincing illusion of three-dimensional space on a flat surface remained difficult. Brunelleschi approached the problem differently. He treated vision as geometry. According to accounts written later in the Renaissance, Brunelleschi created a small painting of Florence's baptistery as seen from the doorway of the cathedral. Then he performed an experiment. He drilled a tiny hole through the painting at the point where the viewer's eye would naturally focus. The observer looked through the hole from behind the panel while holding a mirror in front of it. Move the mirror away, and you saw the real baptistery. Move it back, and you saw Brunelleschi's painting. The two views appeared remarkably similar. Brunelleschi had demonstrated something revolutionary. Parallel lines extending away from the viewer appear to converge toward a single point in the distance, the vanishing point. Once artists understood this principle, they could construct convincing three-dimensional spaces mathematically. Imagine railroad tracks disappearing toward the horizon. The tracks don't actually meet, but to your eyes, they appear to. Brunelleschi turned that observation into a system. Buildings could now recede realistically into the distance. Floors could be constructed as mathematical grids. People could be positioned convincingly throughout a room or city square. A flat wall could appear to open into another world. The ancient Greeks and Romans had understood important principles of spatial representation, but much of that systematic knowledge had been lost or transformed in Western Europe. Brunelleschi didn't simply copy an ancient instruction manual. He reconstructed the geometry of seeing. Other artists quickly recognized what this meant. Masaccio became one of the first painters to exploit linear perspective spectacularly. His Holy Trinity fresco created the illusion of a deep architectural chamber extending directly into the wall. People must have looked at it and seen something extraordinary. The wall seemed to disappear. Art had acquired a new tool. But perspective represented something larger than painting. It reflected a changing attitude toward the world. Observe it. Measure it. Understand its underlying rules. Then use those rules to create something new. Brunelleschi was an artist, architect, engineer, and relentless problem solver. Soon he would use that same mentality on a challenge vastly larger than a painting. Florence had been building an enormous cathedral, and above it waited a hole almost 150 feet across. Nobody knew how to cover it. Brunelleschi was about to find out.